What's up, guys and girls of YouTube? It is me, the hairy one and only Justin Omoi, here, of course, with another video for y'all. Today, we are going into the next section of the FL Studio tutorial, which is one of the biggest pieces. Actually, it's the, without it, the song won't be part. The playlist. Like always, if you haven't watched the videos before, please subscribe if you haven't, because I do make tutorials, and by the end of this week you will learn how to, use FL Studio to the best of your needs. And yeah, I do make good artist video tutorials and blah 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 blah. You probably heard this like 4 times if you're watching it in the playlist. So yes, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into that computer. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Alright, guys and girls, today we are going to go over the playlist. It's going to be a rather quick one because everything is basically, we've seen the things before. So yes, starting here, let's actually split the patterns, but first I'm going to put it in the playlist. You put it in the playlist by left clicking once you have the brush or the pencil tool selected and such. The brush is more essential here, that way you could paint more. And of course, like every other piece, like the piano roll, the snap does apply there too. We could switch this to bar, or we could individually switch it here as well. Notice this says main as well. The main is here. So yes, once in bar mode, we could just paint some here. Bam. So we could just play this all the way through and such. This right here helps you navigate through the playlist. Just click and drag. Let me go ahead and press play. And it goes on. So yes, just a simple pattern. Remember, pattern split by channel. Bam. Everything is split, and we can have them each individually set. This way we have, freedom of selecting what sounds we want in the pattern. And yeah, you don't have to do this, but this is, something that's good to do. Let me just scroll out. I'm holding control and scrolling down, by the way. To expand like this, hold alt, scroll up and down. And yeah. So let's, copy and paste them. Now, the cool thing about having them split is that we can individually mute the tracks, hold alt and click, or right to delete. This is good to, solo sounds. Maybe we want this. I'm gonna right click and press U or move up. That way, percussions are here. Notice how these were muted and, not played. It does a lot. This is a good thing about splitting up as well as using the playlist, because it gets you what you want to, sound exactly how you want it to sound. So yes, I'm going to delete that because it sounds like a nice intro. Let's go ahead and label. To label, we're going to have to click here, playlist options, click time markers, add one, or Alt-T for short. So we're going to click it. I'm going to name this intro. Bam. It's right here. To move the marker, you click here along the lines. Cool. Now that we have that under control, let's go ahead and label the rest of them. Let's say we want the intro to be 4 measures. So at the end of the 4th, we're going to go here. Alt-T, verse. I'll do the verse. Sometimes it goes over there, but that's all right. It depends on how you're viewing the screen. This right here, it'll help us when you click. It'll say, all right, measure 21, beat 1, time, click 0. If you go a little bit closer in, you'll see you're at the 7th tick. That's what it is. Beat, step, tick, BST. That's what it stands for. If you click it, you go back to minute, seconds, counts. So 0 minutes, 57 seconds, 83 counts. So yes, that's another good essential tool. Let me go ahead and chorus, and we could have just these things here, like, 2 of these and 1 kick. Let's copy and paste. And then when it goes in here, and then we can do the same thing again. verse 2. And look at that. We already created a whole song, like basically from that one pattern. Of course, you know, we want to make it unique and sound nice. So we're going to go ahead and find ways to make this sound unique. So the best way to make things sound unique is to, of course, let me just insert, right click I to insert a whole space. By the way, let me just do that. There's different settings you could have. This is for performance when you're playing live. You don't have to worry about that too much. Size, you can make it bigger, smaller. Lock to size to make it stick within the lock. You also have lock to content, which is a very good use if you want to, let me go ahead and do this. If you want to, you know, label the name and have only that in there. Okay, so let's talk about making unique clips. Notice I just copied the clip and I dragged it down. We could click here, bam, to select make unique. We could also do a whole bunch of other things, patterns, edit, rename. Yeah, we could rename. Let me just do this. Kick 2. Damn, all of them are named Kick 2 now. Let me actually change that. So right here, rename Kick. All of them are named Kicked. This is why we make them unique, because when we make it unique, it makes its own pattern. Now we can use this to change up. Matter of fact, I'm going to put it right here. Well, the name is all right. I'm going to give it a different color just to make everything, you know, look better for you to understand. We could actually go into this now and let me just make it smaller. We could go into this and actually change up the beat to make it sound unique. So I'm going to go ahead and click, you know, switch it up some. You know, let's do some low. We can switch this here. Yeah. So notice when we do make unique tracks, we can make it sound better. I'm going to go ahead and record a verse. Well, not record a verse. I'm going to record me saying anything, honestly. Way happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Yeah, hope you're eating good turkey and stuff. All right, whatever. I'm going to go ahead and take it. I'm going to scroll into where it says 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is vocals. Let me just make sure. 4 vocals. Yep. I'm going to go ahead and hit play and just show you the mixer. And just click this. All right. I'm going to go ahead and click play and you'll notice it's here. Hey, it's a man with a plan. You already know how he stands. He got a good stance, chilling with his fams. Now it's Thanksgiving, by the way. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Yeah, hope you're eating good turkey and stuff. All right. I'm going to show you something called automation clips. Now, automation clips are things that are used to actually move while the song is playing. Is hence the word automation. Auto is automatically and mation is move. So yes, automate, we're going to do the volume. Notice that automating this volume won't do anything to the mixer. I'm going to go make it fade up. So let's look at the mixer as well as the channel rack. Let's go into audio. So we have this one here. Notice that the mixer is not going to be, adjusted and such. Hey, it's a man with a plan. You already know how he stands. All right. Notice the pattern did not as well. So yes, as you've seen, it is not automating the volume here or the pattern. It's just automating the vocal itself. All right. The same thing can be done with panning. So we could go here, automate panning. Bam. And look at that. We have the panning now. This might be a little bit too much. Let me go ahead and switch it back. And oh, nope. And bam. We're going to make it go left, right. I'm going to actually bring this closer. And yep. It's a man with a plan. All right, let me bring it out. Know how he stands. He got a good stance, chilling with his fams. Now it's Thanksgiving, by the way. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. So you notice it has that pan offset. Now it's yeah. The same thing can be done to plugins. say we want for the whole song, we don't have to do that. For the whole song, we want to automate that boom, boom, bing, boom, boom, bing sound. Let's go. We could automate the volume. Right click, create automation clip. Make this fade in. Just hold the shift there. We could also go into the plugin itself and automate something too. Let's see what's good to thing. Okay, this one definitely. We could automate the grittiness. Right click, create automation clip. Bam. Notice how it goes all the way from here to the end. That's because it's going through the whole song. If we want to do just a select, I'll go ahead and show you do that. So let's say we just want for the intro, we want this selected. Double click where you want selected. So for me, I double click here, highlight, bam. We could also right click if we want to extend or shorten it. So let's say right click there, and then we could do something else. How about LFO? Let's see how LFO sounds. Definitely, we're gonna do the LFO. Right click, or I'm put it back here. Right click, create automation clip, bam. Notice how it stays within the range that we selected. This is good if you don't want to, automate everything and then you're like, oh shoot, now I gotta, slice it. Slicing works the same way it does in the piano roll. So yes. And then from there, we could automate and make some cool, styles. Say we want the LFO to bam right in the verse. So yes, here we go. Notice it. The same thing could be done for automation when you want to, automate a plugin itself. So let's say I'm gonna go ahead and hit record. I am in the pattern for the dream keys, just so the events will go into there. And yep, let's go ahead and do that. I'm just scrolling up and down. Let's go. All right. And as it recorded into the pattern, it also recorded the vocal because I still have it armed to record. Oops. But notice it's here inside the events. Notice right here. Notice there. Of course, like we said in the last one, we could delete by highlighting just like that. We might want to delete the volume as well. All right, I just delete them so it doesn't sound too, rampant, loud, annoying. So yes, that's basically some things you could do. You could also, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Let's say we want the reverb to go all the way up. Notice how there's so much reverb. We can automate these, like, knobs inside the effects. We can also automate the effects for the mix level, which is very unique. Well, not unique, but common to do. Create automation clip. Let's go here. Notice we could do the same thing here. I'm gonna just go there. And I'm gonna actually use this into a hold curve. Notice how right click will change the shape of the curve. By the way, you gotta right click to create the point. Right click again to make another point. You could copy your value. Say I want the value to be around there. Copy, paste that. And then here I'm like, okay, I want this to be the same thing here. Right click, paste. Bam, it's at the same percentage. And then we use a hold and say we want, not that, we want something very, stylish, wave or pulse. Let's try it, pulse. Pulse is rectangular. We could change the intensity. Notice how there's a little dot in the middle. Look at that. That'll change the intensity. So say we have the curve here, we could change the intensity of the curve or even, the direction. Let's go all the way down. And yep, let's go probably here. Notice the reverb. Maybe we could just solo this one as well as have the automation clip on. And yep, there's so many things you could do with automation and, you know, the playlist in general that will get you what you want, how you want it to sound. You can even stretch out vocals, you know, to make them or cut them. You can stretch them right here. So let's stretch this vocal. Okay, and hit play. Know how he stands. So yeah, you could tell it definitely changed. And yep, let's see, anything else we could talk about? That's about it. I guess the only thing left, if you hold control and right click, you'll zoom out. Do it again, you'll zoom in. Control, you know, the scroll. Alt does that. Shift, be wary of shift because when you're over a vocal or any other sound and hold shift and scroll, notice how it moves back. Same goes here. So yeah, be wary of that. This automation clip, the whole thing moves. So yes, that's about it for the playlist. This is where you make all the creativity, where you snap things, where you make the song in general. This is where you're going to record the vocals, which we'll talk about more tomorrow in the mixer. So yes, that's about it. That is how you do the playlist. It is rather simple to do. It's actually, you know, the piano roll in a way, except you're using actual patterns, which is better because everything's already done and then just got split it up and do little automations here and there. Nothing pretty hard about that. If it is hard for you to understand it, leave a comment in the section below. Let me know and let everyone else know, you know, answer to your needs. Of course, I'm gonna help you answer as well. And yeah, we'll help you out. You know, we's the families, man. Once again, if you are not subscribed, please hit subscribe. I'm gonna leave it right there or right here, wherever. For, you know, yeah, the rest of the video is not too long anyways. Thank you again for watching. Please like the video if you found it helpful. My name is Justin Omoi. And with that being said, I feel like I left something out. Oh yes. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody who's supporting Thanksgiving, and well, to everybody, honestly. It doesn't matter if you're not celebrating Thanksgiving. Happy day. And yeah, my name is Justin Omoi. With that being said, peace. By the way, this whole place is dirty. I got pillows everywhere, and my brother came through, all that, and plates. Yeah.